Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our Facebook live streaming of Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, Memories of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. Every week, Inter IFAS brings memories of Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, and we're so grateful because our team, we all get together to bring these amazing, wonderful devotees that are coming from all different parts of the world to share their memories of Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. So tonight we have Sahadeva and his wonderful wife, Loka. They're coming from Ghana, and they will be sharing some memories of their relationship with Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj while they were in Ghana. I share a little bit about Saha and Loka. Saha is, of course, as I said, he joined Krishna consciousness in Ghana. And as far as I can remember, he was distributing books for some time. And then he were doing different services at the temple, him and his wonderful wife. And his wife's name is Loka, as I said. They have 4 beautiful boys, and they live right now in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So we're very happy, very just grateful that they were able to come on us on our Facebook Live series. So welcome, Sahadeva and Loka, and please just jump right into it. We would like if you could share a few memories of Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. Thank you so much. Nice for you to be here.
Hare Krishna. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishtaya Bhutala Srimati Bhakti Tirtha Swami Nitinamine Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Rashtatatmane Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhakti Tirtha Nitinamine Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishtaya Bhutala Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaura Vani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashpati Deshatarini. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
By Guru Krishna's mercy, we were fortunate to become the disciples of His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. And I would say we were so fortunate that we had so much pastimes with Srila Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj back in Ghana, West Africa. And I was trying to sift through which memories to share today. And resolved on this particular pastime where Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj came to our zone, Ghana, one time. And as we all know, he is really powerful when it comes to kirtan. So he was chanting Jai Radha Madhava, which is the song we sing before we give class. So he was singing Jai Radha Madhava, and it became so ecstatic that he got up from his asana and got on the floor, and it became a heavy kirtan. So we danced nonstop. And I was fortunate in the sense that he liked to dance with me. So we were dancing, and at that time, I was having a little bit, maybe a very big false ego, thinking that I was very young, youthful, and I could compete with him in dancing. So we danced, and I got tired. He never got tired. I got tired. So I had to use the restroom, which is very rare because when you are in the middle of kirtan, all those activities ceases. But I walked out of the temple room, used the bathroom, got myself cleaned up. I came back to the temple room. The kirtan was still going on. He was still dancing. I came back. I started dancing with him again. And it went on and on and on and on. And after that kirtan, I realized that you don't really have to take like physical material energy and force yourself to create some ecstasy to have blissful kirtan. It's natural. And with Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, he kept dancing, dancing, dancing. And on that very night, I had brought in a friend and the family who came in to listen to Maharaj. And after the kirtan, they were all telling me, oh boy, that your master is graceful and charming. So that was Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. Whoever came in contact with him felt charmed, felt attracted to him. And even though they may have different faiths, that they felt at home with him all the time. So that is one of the pastimes I remember and decided to share today. Hare Krishna, all glories to Sri Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj Ki Jai.
That's such a sweet pastime, Sahal, because I know that throughout Africa, one of the reasons, that's just one of the reasons why so many people got attracted to Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj was through because of his dancing. Yeah. He just loved to dance. And I think that's just being in Africa with the drums and the rhythm and just the mood of the people, that the people are just so joyful with dancing. So for him, I think it became a natural thing. It's a natural part of his pastime. Actually, you know, when Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj first joined Krishna consciousness, he didn't like to dance. He would just stand on the side of the wall. He would often tell that story. And he said he never liked to dance. But then when he became a sannyasi, he had to enthuse devotees. When he was a brahmachari, he never danced. Then he started dancing. And I think when he got to Africa, he became very professional, really professional.
Well, after every kirtan, you might think he just came out of the ocean.
Yeah.
He would be drenched. Yes.
He would be drenched. Yeah. Remember that so well. Loka, do you have a pastime that you'd like to share with you and Gurudev? Something that you and Gurudev experienced?
Yeah, I remember some time ago, I was doing Gallant, and he's supposed to go and do some radio program. So I think I was getting late, and Gurudev come to the temple room. I just finished up all the deities, Radha Govinda, and I just finished up Prabhupada. So I'm going to do Gurudev. So the time Gurudev come to the temple room, and he was paying obeisance, and I'm not finished yet. So he told me that, oh, look at Devi, don't worry yourself. I've already accepted, so you don't have to do it. So I was so happy that, oh, I'm not finished the Gallant, but Gurudev is already accept my Gallant. So that makes me something special.
Wow. Yeah, he probably saw that you were in anxiety.
Oh yeah, and the mood I was using to do it is from my heart. So it's like, I don't know. So Gurudev told me that you don't have to do it because I've already accepted everything. That make me feel special that, oh, even I'm not finished, but Gurudev is already accepted. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing about Guru Maharaj. He was always so thoughtful, and he like always walked in the other person's shoe to know what they were going through. Yeah, so nice. Saha, you have another one for us? Another memory?
Well, yes. There was one time. It was Sundararti, Gaurarti. So during those times, we used to do Sundararti around 7 o'clock in the evening. And in Ghana, by 7 o'clock, 12 months in a year, 7 o'clock everywhere is dark. So we were in the temple room, we had finished the kirtan, and Gurudev was reciting the Prima Dwani pranams. So all the devotees had bowed down and offered dandavats, and the respondent, Jai, Jai, Jai. all of a sudden we heard Gurudev shouted, "Hey, look!" So we all got up from the floor, and here we saw one. There was one guy that was from the village. He used to visit us and was worshiping with us. So this young guy had carried Srila Prabhupada's murti and we didn't know what he was trying to do with Srila Prabhupada. He carried the entire Srila Prabhupada murti and was ready to go out with Srila Prabhupada. So we got up from the floor and we rushed, but we also didn't want to rush him in such a way that he might drop Srila Prabhupada. So I don't remember exactly how, but somehow we were able to grab Srila Prabhupada and this guy together, and we held Srila Prabhupada and then put him back in his asana. And I was ready to beat the hell out of this guy. So what? And Gurudev said, no, don't touch him. And later on, we realized that the guy had a mental problem. And it's amazing because that very moment, Gurudev said, no, it's not his fault. But to most of us, we were surprised at how Gurudev was able to know that the guy is not just being a criminal, he just had a mental problem. And as such, even though we wanted to beat up this boy, we didn't touch him. And there are certain minor things, like people from Africa, I say from West Africa in general, things are changing, but when some of us first joined, our understanding and concept of spiritualism is that somebody is like quote unquote psychic. Somebody can see beyond what the carnal senses can perceive. But Gurudev demonstrated so many things to prove to us that yes, Krishna consciousness is so deep that it goes beyond what these carnal senses can perceive. So even though we know Guru is Guru, but we still were pleasantly surprised that he was able to immediately understand that this person has a mental problem and that we don't have to discipline him. So, but it was interesting and kind of weird too, how this guy, whatever came upon him, carried Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada murti is quite heavy. And he carried him with ease. And he's not a very heavy, strong built person. So that's one other pastime of Gurudev that I remember. And in that same Leela, one devotee who also had a mental problem, I will not mention the name, he questioned Gurudev that the Guru is supposed to know everything. So why didn't you, and he was asking Gurudev this direct question, why didn't you know that this person is going to carry Srila Prabhupada? And Gurudev smiled and said, well, Srila Prabhupada, let me see, and I told you. And now we still have Srila Prabhupada. So he was like what your material father who loves you will deal with it. So that is why it's kind of heavy for some of us when we don't have him here physically with us, because he related with us as if he was our biological father. it's hard, even though it's many years ago now, but it's still hard. And I pray to him that he blesses me to be able to see his daily and also hear his lectures. But sometimes it's very difficult because it brings back so many memories. But we are fortunate. Hare Krishna.
We're very fortunate. So before we close, I want to ask one last question of the both of you. Loka Devi, I was wondering for our audience, we're going through a kind of a time where people are experiencing lots of difficulties and it's quite uncertain for many people. Your husband is a nurse and he works, with patients all the time, and you're taking care of 4 boys, 4 young boys. And so I am just a little curious, having that you haven't had the association of Guru Maharaj. What do you think that he would say? What do you think that he would be saying to people during this time? What's something that you think that he would say to you in terms of dealing with the different things that are going on right now?
To me or to Loka, but I have been thinking about this from time to time, and I see this as a reminder of how miserable and temporary this material world is. That oftentimes I'm able to listen to Srila Prabhupada's lectures, and one thing Srila Prabhupada, I think I just listened to this lecture yesterday, and Srila Prabhupada was talking about the passing of Maharaj Parikshit, and Srila Prabhupada was saying Maharaj Parikshit, he was very fortunate. He was cursed to die in 7 days. So in 7 days, he knew he was going to die, and he prepared himself during those 7 days to pass gracefully. But Srila Prabhupada was asking, but what about us? We can go in 7 hours, we can go in 7 minutes, anything can happen, and we still don't care. So this coronavirus thing, it's like a wake-up call that, hey, you're not going to be here forever, and you can be wiped out at any time. So we're doing our best, and also praying to Krishna that, of course, obviously, if you don't die, you can't go back home. But we also do not want to go now. So we're doing what we need to do to avoid catching it, but also most importantly, praying. And the way I see this is like, I've been talking to other people about this from time to time, because it's not like you have problem with alcoholism, diabetes. If you have conditions or weaknesses like that, it's just you and you alone. But this is a problem, like if you have it and you don't care, like you say, I don't care, I don't want to wear a mask, I don't want to wash my hands, I don't want to do social distancing. Well, you may not care, but you're going to affect somebody who cares. So it's like a very cautious, careful driver on the highway, following all the rules in driving, not overspeeding. And then another careless driver out of nowhere comes and knock into you. So that's the dilemma we have. but we're
So
still
what do
counting on
you
doing
think
it.
So what do you think Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj would say to all of us, all his disciples? What would he say? What would his mood be about all this?
Well, I am not sure, but knowing his mood, he's always encouraging devotees to live as today is our last day. So he also believed in practical common sense principles. So I believe he will tell us to follow the medical advice and also become more serious in our sadhana and depend on Guru and Krishna and Vaishnavas. I'm not sure, but I believe that is what Gurudev might ask us to do. Maybe you can expatiate on it.
Well, I'm curious how the disciples are all internalizing what would Guru say during this time. And Loka, is there anything that you would like to share?
Yeah, like the way Prabhu is saying, like Guru is like a father. Yeah, I remember always when he come to Ghana, it's always asking, even if he's not seeing me, he just send somebody to come and call me and ask me, how are you and how's my son? So I feel like Guru has so many disciples, but he's always know my name. Like he's not forgetting about me. It's always even the temple room calling my name, Loka. It's like I feel special. I say, oh, so my Guru know my name. Upon all these disciples, he's not going to ask somebody who is this matter or this, but he's always mentioning my name, Loka. So it's like, yeah, Guru is like a father. So we are special to have him.
So yes, Guru Maharaj, he was very personal, and he really valued his disciples very much. He really cared about his disciples, and he really was very intent on having a relationship where each disciple understood him and he understood them as much as they were all open to understanding him. So he, especially when he was in Africa, he really spent so much time being so personal with all the devotees there. That's such a beautiful experience that we all had with him while we were there in Africa. He was very close to the devotees. So I want to thank you guys for coming on to our series of memories of Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj. We are so grateful. Kishore Rani is one of our team. And as you can see, she's the production person. So I'm going to ask Kishore, anything you'd like to share? Any questions you'd like to ask before we close tonight?
Usually I don't have any questions, and I'm just really grateful to you. It was nice to meet you. Thank you for sharing your stories. I would like to see, you're so lucky that you saw how Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj is dancing. I wish I would see it also, but I'm so fortunate to see his disciples now. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being
Saha and Loka. Thank you very much, and we hope that you'll come back again. We're inviting as many disciples as possible. And we have another program that we'll do, so we will tell you more about that. Another series of something else we do. Nitai Gaura Haribol, thank you so much for being here. Shri Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj ki jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna.